Today, we are talking about fantastic affordable watches, and I'm going to share the top 5 best affordable watches that I've ever owned. And this is similar to my recent video of the top 10 watches all time that I've ever owned. But this one, we're focusing only on watches that I've spent less than $1,000 on, and in many instances, less than $500 on. Now, I measure this by the amount of enjoyment that I get from the watch, not by cost, not by complication, not by brand perception or other aspects. It is purely X factor. It is the amount of times you smile when you look down at your wrist to gauge the time and you see that beautiful watch, and you just appreciate it, regardless of how long you've had it. So that's how we're doing the rankings today. Thank you to Artem Straps out of Adelaide, Australia, for sponsoring today's video. Artem Straps specializes in sailcloth straps and premium FKM rubber straps. I wear Artem regularly. I really enjoy this brand. I have a link in the description below. So if you are looking to upgrade your sports piece, I get a small commission if you use my link. So it's a great way to support my channel if you have a mind to get yourself a new strap. Now, coming in at number 5, this is a Seiko. This is a diver called the Turtle, and the reference is the SBDY023, and that's if you live in the United States, or in Japan, this is known as the SRPC95, and it just has striking presence. I'm a huge fan of this fantastic retro design. I love the comfort on the wrist. Yes, it's a big watch, it's a heavy watch, but it does wear well, and it has that, just that retro bulbous nature, that incredible design. It's completely in-house. I like the hilted sword at the 12. And yes, I do find this a little difficult to match with outfits at times, but it is so fun to wear. It more than makes up for that occasional inconvenience. And I think I spent maybe $400 or $450. I didn't spend a ton on this watch, and it has since been discontinued and now trades for over $700. You can find great examples for $900 if it's pretty much mint. So it has gone up in value, but I think it's a great piece. Love the orange Sunray Turtle, or some refer to this as the Nemo. Now, coming in at number 4 is another Japanese diver, this time from Orient, which falls under the same ownership as Seiko. And I think I spent about $800 on this saturation diver, and really it just blew my mind. I was not expecting it to be as awesome as I found it. It's huge, it's tough, it has great loom, it has the same adjustable clasp as you find on a Marine Master 300. In fact, this was essentially a larger, heavier, cheaper Marine Master 300 with a power reserve indicator, which I found to be helpful, and I just thought it was awesome. Nowadays, it sells for around $1,800 or $2,000 if you can find it. They don't pop up for sale that often, and I recognize it's a big watch. It's not for everyone. It's kind of an ugly watch, but if you like the kind of idea of a great Orient diver, a good backup would be the Triton Neptune. Smaller, more affordable, but extremely similar in design with that power reserve complication. And I think a great pickup as well if you can ever find any pop up on the used market. Now, coming in at number 3 is yet again another Japanese diver. This time it is the Seiko SBDC023. Now, this is an orange Monster, and I've owned every generation of the Monster from Gen 1 through Actually, I think we're on Gen 5 now, 4 or 5. I can't. I have a current Gen Sunshine Rainbow at the moment, but this is the one that is better than all the rest. Again, Gen 3 Sunray Orange, distinctive. Yes, a little ugly, but with a lot of soul or character. 6R15 movement, partially shrouded stainless steel bezel. I think this is just classic mid to late 2010s Seiko, the golden era of modern Seiko. I think I spent maybe $500, and it now trades closer to $1,000 whenever they do pop up, which isn't very often. And yes, I should have kept this one for sure, and I kick myself every time I edit in footage of this beauty for letting it go because it is so good. It's classic modern Seiko. Now, coming in at number 2 is yet again another Japanese diver. This time it is the SBDC 069. This is the Sumo. Like the Turtle, like the Monster, I've owned multiple Sumos over the years, but none of them were as cool and beautiful as this blue coral Sumo. This has an excellent case. It's very round. I don't know, it kind of looks like a banana from the side profile. Again, very distinctive. It has a partially shrouded bezel. It has that awesome fat font. And it has the unique shade of lighter sunray blue paired with yellow accenting. And I sorely miss this watch. Again, I think I spent about a little under $500. And now they can be found for around $400. So this is one of the few that has gone down in price. But I've yet to find one that just wasn't beat to death. People love wearing this watch, and you know what? I relate to that. I loved wearing mine. I took it hiking. I took it camping. I wore the heck out of it, and I would absolutely rebuy one, given I found one that wasn't beat to death and was, decently priced. I don't want to spend over $1,000 to rebuy this beauty as good as it is. Now, coming in at number 1. Again, it's a Japanese diver, and it's probably the most overlooked and underrated Seiko diver that they've ever released. It was not popular at all when it first debuted, and it still isn't today. It is the SBDC 047, the Transocean. Now, this has just a lovely, reflective, sunray fume blue dial that really looks striking depending on the light angle that you're viewing the dial from. This has a sapphire crystal. This has a ceramic bezel, not just an insert. The entire bezel is one chunk of ceramic. This has a milled clasp within the gorgeous integrated bracelet. And this watch came out during a time when Seiko did not do ceramic bezels. They did not do sapphire crystals. They did not do milled clasps in affordable watches, although they were requested to do all of those things so many times, year after year after year. And so this really was the first of an era. And you know what? For the life of me, I don't understand why it was never popular. It's one that I for sure need to rebuy. It costs between $600 and $900 today, so it hasn't appreciated a ton, but it's still holding value okay. It's just such a stunner that just looks fantastic when you do a wrist roll. Yes, you lose some of that versatility by not having a removable bracelet, but I don't know why you would want to put this on a strap when the bracelet looks so good. So I think this is easily the number 1 best affordable watch that I've ever owned. And did I list all Japanese divers? Yeah. Do I like other affordable watches? Have I owned other amazing affordable watches over the 10 plus years that I've been collecting? Absolutely. But again, this is just a list of my very favorite. And this goes to show that I have a type, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I love Japanese in-house sport watches with great dials, striking dials, excellent lume, fantastic identity and presence. I just think that they can't be beat for the pricing. So you give me $500 up to $1,000, this is what I'm most interested in. It's a great in-house Japanese diver, most likely from Seiko. And sadly, most of these watches have appreciated in value, which makes rebuys more difficult. But let me know what you think of my list, and let me know your top affordable experiences. I'll read through every comment, and I appreciate your interaction. Thanks.